This conference will now be recorded.
So we will see one more time how to report a defect. Okay, so what is defect? Yes, can we have answers? Defect is the difference between actual and expected. So what is your actually expecting and what is you're expecting and what actually is present on the UI. Okay, so you're expecting that order to be placed, but in real it is not able to place. So you're not able to place the order. So that is where the defect is. So how we report the defect, we will see. Create, go to the project, select your project. Okay, so you have only one project, so it is only visible. And issue type bug. Okay, and defect description have to give. Suppose some search functionality is not working, user is not able to, so we will create another defect this time. We already created this, user is not able to place order, so user is not able to return the order, suppose. Okay, return the order. Okay, within the 7 days of order is placed. So within 7 days of order is placed. Actually, within 7 days, user should be able to return the order. Yes or no? So that is where the defect is. So you give the details about more on what is user detail, okay, and what is a password, or you just give the user detail, which is admin user or read only user, or your user ABC one, or whatever your user details you will specify. Okay, so that you are giving enough information to developer that he is able to understand and do. Okay, so he is able to understand and fix that issue. Here, after that detail, you will give steps to reproduce. Sometimes what happens is your one screen is visible by multiple ways. Okay, you can navigate to the screen in many ways. Okay, so you can navigate to Amazon page, Amazon mobiles page from this mobiles option also, from the search option also. Okay, from this drop down option also. So few options will work, few may not work. So you have to give the steps to reproduce proper navigation. So log in to the Amazon application, then you have to click on something. Okay, so click on an item and then place it. Okay, and add it to the cart and place a order, then return the order, then it is not working, right? So you have to follow, or you have to give all the details so that developer is able to reproduce. Place a order, return the order. User is unable to return the order. Return the order, return request. So user is unable to add the order return request. Right? So this is what actually the defect is, right? So what is your expected? You will give expected is user should be and actually what is happening? Unable to return the order. Okay, so this is what the problem is, and you will assign it to developer, and you will add the details, more screenshot. Okay, so you can click on a browse and it will, you can browse it from your machine. Okay, so create, so it will create. Okay, so view issue, if you click on, you will be able to see, right? So all the details you will be able to see. So this is about the defect. Okay. So now as an assignment, you can create some defects. Some defects for Amazon application, such as user is not able to search the electronics items. Okay. Such as user is not able to buy the books. Okay. User is not able to search for a particular fashion items. Okay. Maybe shirts, maybe jackets or something. Okay. So you can add some of the defects related to that. Okay, you can create. So you might have received an email. You can create your password. You can set up your account. Okay, after the training, you can create. Okay, so now that is a defect. You have to create 3 defects and you have to assign it to Priya user. Okay, so that I'm able to see your defects what you created. So created by will be there. Assignee is the person whom you assign. Okay, reporter is the person who created these defects. Okay, so you can create the defects. Yes, you can create. Yes or no?
Yes.
Can we have answers, please? Will you
Yes.
be able to create defects? Right? So simple. QA job is to find out the defects, right? So you have to find out a defect and report it in the tool. Okay. So how you are going to use this tool, we will see now. Okay. So you every day, once you join a project in your company, you have to click on this your work. Okay. You have to click on this your work and you have to check what is assigned to you. Okay. As a QA, you will have the task assigned to you on this Jira board only. Okay. So you have some defects to assign to you, miss. You have to work on retesting. Okay. That is a one thing. Okay. You have to retest it. If you have some task or story assigned to you, what will be the story? Story means requirement, right? So in this story, we never create story. As a QA, you are not going to create a story. Okay, so I'm just creating for understanding. Okay, so this is a story, suppose, and this story is assigned to you. This is assigned to you, miss. You will be able to see it here. So assigned to you. You have to create test cases for it. You have to test it. Okay. So if story is assigned to you, you have to write test cases. You have to test it. How you write the test cases? Okay. So did we discuss how we write the test cases? Yes. Okay. If no, I'll show. Okay. So you will have the requirements. Okay, requirement is something like this: user is able to log in or user should be able to log in. This is what the requirement is. Who will give the requirement? Who will give the requirement? Client, right? No, fine, fine. So requirement will be given to you in the form of Word file or Excel file or in the form of story. Okay, your story is given to you in this format. So by looking at this requirement, you will create a test scenario. What is test scenario? How you are going to test this requirement? What is scenario? How you are going to test this requirement? Okay. Then this requirement, login requirement, you are going to test user is able to log in with valid username or password. Okay. This is the first thing you will test. Yes or no? How you will test the requirement? User is able to log in with the username or not. Okay. So scenarios are high level. High level means just one liner. You will just add validate that and you will write entire requirement as it is. Okay. So here user is able to log in. As it is, verify that user is able to log in. Entire requirement you have written in the scenario. Okay. So then you have test case. So for each test case, you will write in detailed steps. What is your test case ID? Test case ID will be always unique. So that whenever you just look at test case, you understand this is my test case is. Okay. Then you have verified that user is able to log in. Then you have steps. Okay. Launch the URL, click on sign in. Okay. Input username, password. Each step, what you perform, all the steps you will write. Able to understand? So test cases are in detail. Yes. Test cases are in detail how you are going to test. Okay, so how you are going to test, you will write in detail that click on this, sign in, and then input username. Okay, input the password and then click on a login. So you are able to log in. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So this is how you write test case. Test case is in detailed how you are going to test the requirement. Right? For a login requirement only we are writing test case. Okay. So then if you have any defect related to login, so you will write in the defect tab. In the defect tab, you will write defect ID. User is not able to input the username, user is not able to log in. So anything related to login, you will write it defect. Actually, this Excel sheet was used very way before. Okay, previously people used to use. Nowadays, everything is done in Jira. Okay, so now the requirements are available in the form of stories. Okay, and you will just attach your test cases in the story only. Okay, so suppose this is the sheet. What is this sheet is? Save a copy. I'll save it. Okay, so in this assignment 2 and fine. Okay. So in this we will attach a which is assignment 2. In this we will attach this test case document. Okay. So it is we assign. Fine. So this assignment, this Amazon feature list, only login related test cases you have. So now you can access this TES 15. You can download this Excel sheet also. Okay. So you can refer this test case for your understanding. Okay. You can access from this. Fine. And what nowadays is done, okay, suppose you are testing Amazon feature list. So it is Amazon login actually. So only for login we are testing, for example. Okay. And it will be having some epic also. Okay. So this is how the requirement is given to you. What you will do, so you will attach a test case sheet that you create, and other than that you will create everything inside this only. Whatever defects you have, you will add it. Okay, so you will create a defect if login is not working, and that defect you will link it in this link issues section. Okay, so what is your defect is user is not able to log in. Suppose you have the defect, you will link that defect here only. That's it. Okay, so this is not working because of this defect. Okay, so this is testing is not done because of this is blocking it. Okay, so this is a defect. So it is not yet completed, it means. Okay, so the linking happens in this Jira. Okay, now we will see one more time what is epic, what is story, all the details. Okay, epic is entire feature list. Okay, so it has stories, defects entirely in it. Epic means root of the or collection of all your requirements, user stories is a epic, right? So all your stories collectively called as epic, and under that you have stories. Stories are nothing but requirements. Okay, after this requirements, for each Amazon Prime requirement or each requirement, you will create a task. right? What is a task? You are creating a task. Okay, you can create a task which is maybe testing task. Okay, this is a task that you are creating. Okay, so it is a testing task for this you created. Okay, fine. So you are able to see this is a task and this is the details about this. You can assign it to yourself. Okay, so everything you can assign it to yourself, you can assign it to others. Okay, it may be defect, it may be task, it may be story. Okay, you can assign it to yourself. So you can see whatever is assigned to you, you have to work on it. Okay, in the recent tab you can see what you have recently used. Boards, you will see the board access you have. So you have board access to one project. Okay, so these are all the tasks that are in progress for now. This is what that is done for now. Okay, to do is nothing yet in this to do. Okay, fine. Fine. So other than this, we will not do much activities as a QA in this Jira. Okay. So as a QA, you will create the defects. Most important is you should be able to create a defect. That's it. Nothing else we will do. We will just look at this board. Okay. So, and then we will just look at a board, what is completed, what is in progress, and you will always look at what is assigned to you. Okay, and you will start working on it. Okay, so this is about the Jira tool. Any questions? Yes, no? No questions? Okay, fine. So few more important things. Okay, so suppose your defect is assigned to you. Okay, some defect, this is defect I created, and later for retesting it is assigned to Raji. Okay, so suppose as a team member it is assigned to Raji, but Raji is not understanding what to test in this because she is new. Okay, in the project she not understanding, so you can point it here in the comment saying that at the rate. Okay, so at the rate this Priya is, or this person is the one who created this defect, or he knows. So you can point out that person name and say that please share more details. Okay, and save this comment. Immediately this person will get a email trigger. Okay, so email notification. Okay, this is the question this person is asking to you. You have to comment. Okay, then that person will give you the details. Okay, so maybe whosoever has the information they will give, or this person will give you the information. So if some task is assigned to you and you are not able to understand, you can ask questions this way. Okay, you can also look at a history, who has done what changes to your story. Suppose you created a story and later on someone updated, someone changed something. So you can go to history and check who has done what kind of changes. You can see all the details from the history. Okay, it was created this time. Okay, who created all this? Go to comments, you can comment. Okay, so one comment we added. Yes, so this is the one that you will be using. Okay, so you have any questions you will ask. Okay, something is assigned to you. For example, this Amazon login is assigned to you. You started working on it. So you will change the status to in progress because you started working on it. Okay. After you complete working on it, you will mark it to done. So it means it is completed. From your side, it is done. Okay. So this will be already added to sprint 1. Okay. So this is, you are not going to add, you are not going to do anything. Okay. Adding a sprint means it will be available on a board. Okay. So just to show you, I added you that as a sprint. So you will be able to see Amazon login is complete. Okay. You completed. So it is available in the done. Okay. So you can see any issues that are available on this board. Okay. So we will go to this epic. So what this Epic has so many features. Okay. So this is a story that is available. So the sprint is not added. Okay. I will add the sprints so that it is visible on the board. Okay. So now see on the board you have this to do. To do means it is not yet started. Okay. So you can simply drag and drop also. Now you can hold, put and hold and then drag. So automatically this prime status will be changed to in progress. Okay. If you drag it back here, it will automatically change to do. Okay. So if you drag it from here to here, okay, and then you complete it. Okay. So you again drag and drop it here. So now status will be completed. Okay. Status is done. Yes. Able to understand how simple it is. Okay. So this is one that is also completed. So you drag and drop, it is completed. Okay. Yes. So did you receive a mail, guys? Check. Did you receive mail in the spam or in any folders inbox?
Yes, I received email. Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, good. So you can set up a password. Okay. You can log in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Others, got it, Shruti as well. Good. Okay. So good. So you have to create defects, guys. You create minimum 4 to 5 defects. 5 defects you create. Okay. So few defects I will give you. Okay. So what are the defects that you have to create? You have to create defects for Amazon project and few defects for a make my trip. Okay. So make my trip in this project, you will create a defect. User is not able to search a hotel. Okay. And flights. User is able to search the flights from date, this departure date and okay, not this one. Okay. Okay. For hotels, you are not able to select the hotels for Mumbai location. You can create a defect. Okay. In that, you are not able to add the guest in this drop down. That is another. You are not able to select the hotel or proceed with the payment. Not able to select the homestays option. Okay. So not able to book a holiday packages. Like this, you have to create the defects for Make My Trip application and Amazon application. Okay. So you create 5 defects assign, okay, and then you should be writing all the steps to reproduce. If possible, attach screenshots also. Okay. Yes. Fine.
Okay.
Yes. So that is the assignment. So majorly as a QA, you will perform this task only. Okay. Creating the defects is the most important task as a QA you have to do on the Jira board. Remaining else or everything else set up by other team members. Okay. Developers or Scrum Master will do that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
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 Mm.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a great day.